Universal Studios is on the move, and it's not stopping.
So you better watch your backs, Disney.
Oh, yeah, it's
They're
coming.
hauling.
You've got to give it to Universal. In the last couple of years, they've built a lot of momentum in opening new parks. And it's got to have Disney at least a little bit worried.
A bead of sweat is dripping down the voluminous cheeks of the mouse.
Just think about it. In 2021, Universal Studios Japan opened Super Nintendo World, the first place in the world where you could go to a theme park and experience the joy of meeting your favorite Nintendo characters. Except Link. He's not there.
R.I.P.
But maybe someday.
And here in the US, our own version of Super Nintendo World is set to open just in a couple of weeks, in February. So
Yeah.
for you Hollywood Universal fans,
Get excited.
you can go meet those plumber boys.
And then, 2 years after that, we have perhaps Universal's most ambitious project to date with the opening, or the projected opening, of Epic Universe. It's planned to open in the summer of 2025, and this park will be home to an expanded version of Super Nintendo World, including a new area themed to Donkey Kong and a new Donkey Kong themed roller coaster. Very excited for that. Other rumors include a new Harry Potter based area designed as the Ministry of Magic, a How to Train Your Dragon land, and even a land dedicated to Universal's classic monsters.
I'm so excited for all of those lands. I don't know which one to go to first. With all of this coming up, we have felt that Universal is probably reaching a point where they could just ease off the gas and kind of ease through the next couple years with that easy revenue from Epic Universe, but wrong! Because luckily, we have just received word that this is not the case. It is not over.
In an official news release posted on January 11th of this year, Universal announced plans for yet another theme park to open in Frisco, Texas.
Who would have thought?
Here's what the release said. Universal Parks and Resorts announces a one-of-a-kind theme park, unlike any other in the world, specifically designed to inspire fun for families with young children. The new park concept, set in a lush green landscape and featuring immersive, themed lands, celebrates Universal's iconic brand of entertainment, humor, and innovation, and brings to life its beloved characters and stories, in a way that will wow even the youngest theme park goers. Would you describe yourself as one of the youngest of theme park goers?
Young at heart. Young at heart.
There we go.
I mean, it makes sense that it is a family park. It's clear from this press release that it's going to be a family-oriented park.
So I wouldn't expect any of like the big rides that we see at Islands of Adventure or anything like that. It seems, based on the concept renderings, that it's going to have a lot of flat rides as well as possibly a few dark rides. And there's going to be a heavy emphasis on themed areas, maybe even themed playlands such as Camp Jurassic or even the Curious George land that will not exist.
Oh no, it's going to
soon.
be relocated.
Maybe it's going to be relocated. We're going to find out.
Maybe. I mean, it does make sense that they are building a family park, as a common criticism of the Orlando parks is that there's not really a lot for families and younger children to do.
We don't know exactly what this theming is going to be just based off of this rendering, but we can assume that it's going to be based off a lot of DreamWorks characters, probably Illumination characters as well.
Maybe throw in SpongeBob. Why not?
Why not?
I would certainly love that.
Yeah. And with the release of the fantastic movie Puss in Boots 2: The Last Wish, the Shrek universe is going through a bit of a renaissance, if you will.
Yes.
So possibly,
just maybe,
we'll see some good old Shrek at this park. One thing this has us thinking about is Six Flags Over Texas. With Six Flags' newest direction and the CEO clearly saying that they wanted to shift to a more family-oriented demographic,
they got some competition now.
They got some competition coming in town, so maybe you should go back to the teenagers. I don't know.
Or lower your prices.
Who am I to make any suggestions? You do what you want to do.
Yeah, Salim.
But anyway, here's some more from the press release.
The proposed park will be designed to be more intimate and engaging for younger audiences and will be sized for a regional audience. It will be full of family-friendly attractions, interactive and playful shows, character meet and greets, unique merchandise, and fun food and beverage venues. Although smaller in size, it will still carry the same quality as Universal's other larger resort destinations. I think it makes sense for Universal to branch out to more regional parks. It's something you haven't really seen, one of those big
destination
parks do. And I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I've heard some criticism of the idea of making a smaller regional park, as they say it might cheapen the experience of the big parks in Orlando or in Hollywood. But to be honest, I don't really see this being the case because one, it's clear just based on the size of the park and the offerings for more than just families that the parks in Orlando are still going to be the target destination for many tourists wanting to experience the full Universal brand and the full Universal Park. But I think this area in Texas will be a great place for people to come, maybe if they don't want to make the journey all the way to Orlando. If they live in the central United States or anywhere around there, they can take their new families down to this park. And it's also going to tap into the growing community in Texas, all the people flocking to the state, as we've seen over the last couple years. I think Frisco, I was reading a little bit about it. They said they chose Frisco because it's one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I read, so there we go.
Just think of it like as Cedar Fair. Just because they have Dorney Park or Michigan's Adventure, just because you have those smaller Cedar Fair parks, people still flock to Cedar Point because that is the flagship park. And I still think the Universal Resorts are going to be the flagship destination where people flock to.
And to me, I'm curious if this is a bit of an experiment to see how a regional park will work. If it works well, would Universal consider building smaller parks like this all over the United States, maybe in different regions, one up in the Midwest and the Northwest, in New England, who knows?
Take a bite of that sweet Ohio land.
So yeah, today mostly we just wanted to talk about this new announcement and share some of our opinions of it.
I'm excited to see what happens.
We just love that Universal is keeping their foot on the gas and not slowing down, because it would be really easy for them to do that. I mean, that's pretty much what Disney's done the last 10, 15 years. Maybe I won't say that, but
I should not have said that.
So yeah, let us know of your thoughts of this new park down in the comments below. Are you excited for it? Do you think it's going to be or will it be the most revolutionary thing to have ever happened
to Universal?
Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, we would appreciate it a lot, and subscribe for more theme park news and just our thoughts on theme parks. We love talking about theme parks. You're watching this video, so I bet you like theme parks too, right? So I mean, this is just like a match made in heaven. Come on, you should, hit that button.